Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here for the Bramble Fox Cut File design team. Today I'm creating a layout using this brand new cut file that was added to the shop, Gimme Chocolate. Be sure to check out the Bramble Fox website for all the available cut files. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into today's layout. I went ahead and created the cut file on my Cricut. And what I did is I cut it out in some craft cardstock. And my favorite part about the Bramble Fox cut file is that when you cut the inserts, they're actually cut separate. So it's not just the inside of the letter. When you size them, it's super easy. It's all grouped together. But the inserts cut out separately with enough of a little lip so that you can glue them to the cut file. No other company that I'm aware of has cut files like this, so it's almost like cut files for dummies. So if you haven't tried using cut files, I would strongly recommend the Bramble Fox cut files because they are just so easy to work with. They're my favorite to work with. Now in my stack and sort tray here, I also have the inserts to the letters. Now the inserts, I will have to wait until I glue the cut file down to glue those, but the actual letters themselves I'm able to glue right onto the back of the cut file. So the pattern paper I'm using today is an oldie but goodie. This company is from Close to My Heart, which is no longer in business, but I had this cut file, and the reason that I chose it is because it has cookies on it. And with the cut file Gimme Chocolate, I wanted something with chocolates on it. Dale and I recently attended a Chocolate Extravaganza, and so I have several photos from that event that I want to document. So here we go. I'm showing you that I have the cut file all put together and ready to go on my layout. So I haven't done very much planning. I do have a sheet of green cardstock here. It's like a mint green. And then I cut my white cardstock down to 11.5 by 11.5. And now I've got to make some decisions. So I love the way that this cut file looks against this red pattern paper. And the red pattern paper says, it's like a recipe. It says 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and then it says a large baking sheet, baking powder, 10 to 15 minutes, etc., etc. But the whole reason that I chose this paper collection was because of this cookie paper. So I want to use the cookie paper, but I just didn't like the way my cut file looked against the cookie paper. So I'm thinking that maybe I want to bring in the red. At first I thought that maybe I would just go the direction of like that mint green color and the brown, but I do like the way that the cut file really pops against that red pattern paper. And I like the recipe that's on it. I think that's a lot of fun. It's a little fun detail to add. Now I also have this little strip, and I like it as well because it brings in another color, which is pink. But I don't like it over here underneath my cut file. I feel like that's kind of distracting. So I'm thinking about maybe moving the striped piece to the other side, and I might like that better. I need to make sure that I'm leaving enough room for my photo, so I think I've sized this correctly to either add some 3x3s, some 4x4s, or maybe some 3x4 photos. I haven't quite decided yet. I do like the way that this looks over here with the striped pattern paper. It just kind of breaks it up a little bit between the red and the cookie paper. So I like the way this looks, so I think I'm ready to start gluing this down. So off camera, I glued the striped paper to the back of the red paper, and I went ahead and glued the cookie paper down to my back cardstock, my 12x12. And now I can glue these together, and then we will be ready to start either adding my cut file or adding my photos. Now I don't have any embellishments for this collection, so I'm gonna have to get creative. I think that when I moved, I donated quite a few of my supplies, and I think I donated the sticker sheet to one of my friends. But that's okay. I am determined to make this work without embellishments. So I am going to measure here with my ruler just to see. I was thinking maybe I would like the Gimme Chocolate in the center, but I decided to print my photos here 3x4, and that was me with some chocolate pies, Dale in front of a chocolate store, and then these are little tickets, and then here's Dale and I. And it was actually called a Chocolate Extravaganza, and when you went there, you purchased what was called a passport, and then you had all of these little stickers or tickets that you could redeem at the different stores for different chocolate items. So one of the places that we went was called Java Jive, and that is where we had a chocolate pie and a peanut butter chocolate cheesecake. And then we went to Chocolate Stamps, which that's the place where Dale is standing in front of. And there you could choose from a variety of chocolates, or you could get gelato. And so we chose the gelato. We also went to another place and we got a chocolate milkshake that we shared. And then by the end of that, we still had a ticket left and we were on sweetness overload. So we decided to redeem our last ticket for a to-go piece of chocolate cheesecake for my daughter. And we delivered that to her at work. So it was such a good time. I look forward to this every year. But it is a lot of chocolate. So I think I'm good for maybe another whole year until the event again. Now I'm adding a little bit of glue to the back of this cut file since I have my photos laid down. And you can see I did back my photos with some pink cardstock to bring more of that pink color in. And I'm also adding now the inserts to like the letter I, so just a little dot there, and then I will add the insert to the O's. Now that top O, I did notice that I glued it in a little bit wonky, but I think that's okay because once I put the insert in, I think it's going to look like it was made to go that way. So here we go. I'm adding the insert here to the O, and then I'll do the rest of these off camera. So you can see here I added it into the E, the other O, and then the A. Now this is the only piece of ephemera that I have, and it says yummy. And so this is what I'm going to figure out how to work in. I thought maybe I would try working it in now, but I realized I need to go pull some more embellishments. So I decided to cut a tag out of the rest of that cookie paper. So I have just a little piece of a tag, and then I did ink the edges of it with some brown ink just to make it stand out. And now I'm going to add a little bow to the top because I don't believe any tag should be left naked. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. And then I did fussy cut out, meaning I cut with my scissors, the little tray of cookies and one of the little milk bottles. And then I went looking through my other things, and with my card making supplies, I had that little cookie in a stamp and die set that I had in my collection from the Stamps of Life. So that was already made, so yay. I'm going to go ahead and use that and make a little embellishment cluster over here between these photos. So I know I want to use my chocolate chip cookie, my tray of cookies, the little milk, and then I found this little heart that I had already stamped. I just had not colored it in. So I went ahead off camera and colored it in with coordinating colors that match this collection. So I am super excited that I'm able to make this small amount of embellishments work for the layout because I don't really think it needs anything else. There is a lot going on with the pattern paper, with the cut file for photos, and I'm really liking the way this is turning out. So let me go ahead and add the little milk bottle here, and for the heart, I do think I want to go ahead and pop that up on some foam just to give my layout some extra dimension because right now everything is glued down flat. So we'll go ahead and add a little bit of foam to the back of the heart, and then that will finish off this embellishment cluster nicely. Now I've still got this word yummy, and I was originally thinking to the left side of the cluster, but since when I put that heart there, if I did that, the Y would be covered. So I think I'm going to land on just adding it above this second photo and kind of overlapping my embellishment cluster. And I think that looks super cute. All right, now I've pulled out a couple Nuvo drops. So this one is called Chocolate Fondue. And so this one is like a brown with a sparkle. And I know it doesn't look brown right away on camera. And then this other one is just a chocolate color. And what I'm thinking is maybe I want to use one of these to outline my cut file. I'm a little nervous because I'm already almost completed with this layout, but I think this detail would be super cute. So I've landed on using the Nouveau drops here, and this is the chocolate fondue, and it looks a little bit like clearish or bluish even when I'm putting this on, but when it dries back brown with lots of glitter sparkle in it. So it's really, really perfect. I did turn my layout to the side here just so I could get a good handle on outlining these letters. And I'm only going to outline the word gimme. So I'm going to take a little bit of time here and do this. Like I said, I was scared because I didn't want to ruin this layout because I'm almost completed. But I like the way that this extra little detail looks here on the page. So I'm taking my time and I'm not going, I'm not writing it like I would normally write. I'm just kind of connecting little areas so that I can get good coverage with these drops. So there we go, and I'll hold it up here to the camera in just a moment so you can see what that looks like. I'm going to set this aside to dry so that I don't mess it up. I did go ahead and print some journaling, and it's over there off to the right of my screen. So I'm going to add that now, and all I typed was, "We had a blast at the Chocolate Extravaganza today. So much fun and definitely a little sweetness overload." I should have probably added all the things that we tried so that I can remember for years to come, and maybe I'll go back and add a little more journaling about all the things we tried, but you can see the cake and the cheesecake in the photo. Maybe I'll even do another layout with the milkshakes and the gelato. So I just open up a Pages document in my MacBook and insert a text box, print my journaling. I do add 1.5 for spacing, and I like to print my font at either like an 11 or 12. I think that looks nice on a scrapbook page. So I'm looking at the layout and I think it needs one final thing. So I'm going to add a few brown enamel dots to the layout, and then that's going to complete this video. So if you've enjoyed this process video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I'm at Cards.by.MelissaMinor, and I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!